feel sometimes when you make a move, like me personally. If I sit down or something and it sounds like I farted, but I really didn't fart, I try to make that sound again so people know it wasn't me.
I do that all the time.
You're trying to move
I
left
do
and
it all
right,
the
like
time. Especially in a
not
chair.
doing it, especially in a chair.
Especially in a chair, because with the chair, it's more apt. See, like that was a fart noise.
That was a noise. That could be a fart.
Like a silent but deadly.
So tell me, let's talk about love life. Let's talk about love life. What do you feel about the caliber of woman that's available today to choose from, Big C?
Women are awesome. Just having to deal with them, it sucks.
I can see that. I can see that sometimes.
I don't understand half of what they say nor any of what they do for any apparent reason whatsoever.
So are we saying women are incomprehensible sometimes?
In the utter sense of the word, yes. I think the word was made for women. Incomprehensible.
The first person who used the word, when the person looked at them and said, I don't understand what you're talking about, he looked over at his wife and said, her.
Her.
And he was like, oh.
And he ain't getting none that night. He ain't getting none that night either.
He got none for probably a week. But his homeboy knew exactly what he was talking about.
As I stated before, all women are crazy. But when you find that one who you can deal with her crazy, you just go ahead and settle on down.
It's about finding acceptable levels of craziness.
Acceptable levels of insanity.
So if you're an ugly dude or you ain't got nothing going about
you
yourself,
you
need to have a high level of acceptable levels of insanity.
Because you're going to deal with a lot of crazy.
You got to deal with a lot in order to increase your numbers enough.
As a matter of fact, the uglier you are, the more crazy they can be towards your ugly ass.
I can see that.
It's disrespectful. And hurtful on some levels, too.
To the point where you're butt ugly, your woman can pretty much just be mean as possible to you.
I think in some cases, the uglier you are, the meaner your woman is.
And that's because you have to accept certain levels of insanity.
But there's certain cases that I personally would know nothing about. I've seen it.
Seen
it.
Secondhand stuff.
Third hand, actually, I was watching a nigga who knew a nigga.
I knew somebody who got treated like that. Because my folks don't roll like that.
No, sir.
All right.
I don't understand it.
Now, okay, let's clarify here for the viewers and the listeners. Let's clarify what is an acceptable level of insanity for Big C. Okay, I'm gonna throw out some stuff here, and I want you to tell me, is it acceptable or is it beyond acceptance? Okay. You come home after a hard day's work, and you find that your woman has made a wonderful meal, but it just so happens to be food you do not eat.
Who else is eating?
It's for the kids. It's for everybody else. She did this because of something you yelled at about yesterday. Is this an acceptable level of insanity?
And she made something that I don't eat, but she made it for the kids.
Right. Everybody's eating but Big C.
Hey, in some cases, that is an acceptable level of insanity.
Acceptable level of insanity.
Because I can go get something. Matter of fact, I probably had the bitch cooking no way. So I was kind of happy that she did it like that anyway. That way I could go to the Sizzler and get whatever the fuck I wanted to get. So shit, that is extremely acceptable. I want a Polish sausage in a goddamn way.
Okay. You dating a chick. Big C is dating a chick. They've been going out a couple of times. Ooh. Now, you for some reason, the girl wants to come over the crib and you tell her, no, you can't come over now. I'm just kicking it. You ain't really doing nothing.
Not really.
But you just don't want to kick it with her right now.
Don't feel like being in that mode.
But she pops up 20 minutes later saying, you just sounded like you needed some company.
Ladies and gentlemen, you should see my face.
Is this an acceptable level of insanity?
You should see my face.
I can see his face. You got
so unacceptable.
That is not acceptable.
First of all, there are no psychic bitches. None. Nail one. If she tells you she is, run. There's no way. Hold on, y'all. There's no way at all that a woman should pop over your house. There's only one woman that can do it. And your mama really don't have to give you no warning. She can just come through. But that's it.
Whatever.
Not the vagina you gone in. The vagina you come out of is the only one that can pop up out your house. I don't. It's nothing acceptable about that. Unless you have it. No. I was about to tell a lie.
Nothing acceptable.
Nothing acceptable.
Nothing acceptable. We got a nothing. We got a acceptable, and then we got a non-acceptable. Now, third, this is the tiebreaker here. This is what we're going to find out. This is where we're going to go deep here, okay? Big C is dating a chick. Big C is dating this chick. They've been going out for a couple of times. Nothing's big's happening. They done did their thing a couple times. Nobody's falling in love, okay? You happen to go out one night without her. Just happen to go out to the pier, to wherever you go. You kicking it. You peep the chick. She's with a dude. Doesn't say nothing to you. The next time y'all talk, she flips on you for not talking to her. Is that an acceptable level of insanity?
SD Times is a wonderful example of a straddle. Because man is going to look at it from the point that, okay, well, shit, I don't know everything that's going on. That could be your old dude. So I'm not going to go in with the rush like, hey, blah, 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 because that's not me. That's not how I roll.
That's not how Big C get down.
You feel me? But the straddle in me is like, well, who the fuck is this nigga that she with?
Okay.
So curiosity will be piqued. But to answer your question, it is extremely unacceptable to her to flip on me knowing she saw me, because eyes and mouths work both ways.
They work both ways.
Especially if I'm alone, you approach me. Anything else would be uncivilized.
Uncivilized, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all hear that? So what we have done now is we've established that there are certain things that are just unacceptable in Big C's life, okay?
Wow.
Y'all take this to heart. We're coming at you. This is session 1. T-Time. Big Circle on deck.